Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Now, this morning we're going to be chatting a little bit because the Unit Trust Corporation wants your child to have the best starter plan ever. This morning, let me welcome Hema Ramkissoon, who's the head of marketing at Unit Trust Corporation, joining us via Zoom. Good morning, Hema.
Good morning, Ruckus, and good morning to all of your viewers. Good morning to your team. I was telling you off air, even though I did this for many years, I have great respect for people who do the grind very early in the morning.
And we appreciate it, and I'm sure the entire team appreciates it as well. So Hema, tell me, let's get into the conversation one time. Tell me why it's so important for us to focus on children's financial literacy.
I love the way you started this segment, Ruckus, talking about the best children's plan out there, because really and truly, this is a product comparable to none. But at UTC, one of our pillars really is about investing, teaching investing, and starting the investment journey very early. We understand that as children grow, as they develop, and that they discover their passion or whatever path in life they choose to walk, the financial burden or the cost factors associated with that will increase exponentially. And what we're doing now is that we've launched a 2-week promotion. This is phase one. So you have about 2 days again. The promotion ends on the 25th. And what is happening in this promotion is that when you open the CISP account, you open it with $100 and UTC is gifting you $200 in units. So in essence, you're paying $100 but getting $300 worth of units. And as with every part of our mutual fund, this, like every other product, is part of the largest mutual fund in the Caribbean. So if there's a growth and income component in this fund in particular, but I don't want to make any promissory statements, but I can tell you, if you invest in as little as $500 per month in, let's say, 20 years' time, that's going to be a substantial increase and will significantly assist you in offsetting any financial burden you may have with your child as they enter tertiary education.
All right, Hema, let me ask, who qualifies to be a part of this promotion? Who qualifies to open a CISP account?
So for this particular promotion, anyone can open a CISP account, but for this particular promotion that we're having, the 1 to 2, basically, where you invest 100 and get 200 as a gift, it is for the students who have written the 2025 exam. So we're asking all of the parents, all of the loved ones, all you have to do is visit one of our 9 investment centers and walk with that slip. That is the SEA slip, and you will qualify for this promotion. But also, I don't want it to be limited just to that, because I want to encourage everyone to start their financial journey. But to benefit from this promotion, you have to have written the exam in 2025.
Now, if my child wrote the exam in 2025, but we already had a CISP account, do I still get to take advantage of that $200 bonus?
No, but what you can do is, once you have an existing account, but there are other incentives within the UTC portfolio that I will encourage you to understand how to make the most of your investment, because that is a question that we're getting quite often. And I think a lot of times investors simply do not know the suite of products that we have at UTC to really maximize the potential of their investment.
Now, Em, I want to jump back a little bit into the importance of the CISP because, I mean, since I've been a child, my mother started one for me, like when I was, I don't know how old, right? And I was able to benefit from that when I went to university because she went into that account and she took out that as basically my spending money when I was in college. Tell me the importance for parents of investing in that CISP account.
This is about long-term savings, and I'm so happy we're going to take you for the testimonial pretty soon for our next campaign. But your mother and you can testify to the strength of this investment. And it is really about teaching children to start investing early, teaching the power of investment, teaching the power of delayed gratification. We live in a time where people think about immediate, let's get the immediate spend. And then one day you're getting up and your child is 18 or 20, pursuing a second or third degree, or even moving to a master's level. And you just have to feel the burden of it. And this is really, we're planting the seeds to start success early. We're planting the habits of saving and investing from a very early stage. And that's why we specifically target those students who are within that SEA range.
Mm-hmm. All right, nice. Tell me what documents are needed to open a CISP account and where can we open the account?
So you can go to any UTC investment center, but also I want to encourage all of your viewers to check UTC online. Our digital platforms are fully integrated where you can get all the information and you can start the onboarding process. If you come to any of our investment centers, of course, walk with the SCA slip. You have to walk with your ID, a pay slip as well, and a utility bill. But again, if you are an existing customer, there is the Know Your Customer form, and there's sometimes ways that we can maneuver to ensure that this is a seamless process for you.
All right. So one of the things that I know about the CISP is that they have certain limitations in terms of who can access the money and when they can access the money.
Yes.
Are you able to get into any of those details for us this morning?
So specifically at this time, you access it when you turn 18. So like with your story, your mother would have said to you at that time when you're ready to university, and a child is not allowed to open the account. The parent has to open the account for the child. So I just want to make that clear. Your child can't walk in and open the account. And the money is held it's sort of like an existing co-relationship, but the money is held with the parents and then transferred onto the child when the child comes of age.
Okay. And does it have to be the parent opening it for the child, or can I open it for a niece or a nephew, or can I open it for my godchild?
We encourage everyone to open it for any child in your ecosystem, any child that you know, because Ruckus, like you said, you have lived the benefit of this fund, and you, like so many others, have seen the advantage of it. So if there is any child within your system, within your network of love that you think, I would love this child to get a head start, I am going to start this journey today. I encourage you to do it.
And are there any pre-qualifications needed when it comes to, all right, so it's not my child, but I have control of the account until that child becomes 18, or is it that I open the account and give the parent control until that child turns 18?
So there are many ways that you can look at this, and I will encourage you to speak to one of our financial advisors because each case is unique when it comes to this investment journey, because this is really about keeping the child in mind. And as you rightly said, the account is held with the parent or the account holder, sort of like in a trust until that child comes of age.
Right.
But I do want to speak out of turn. I want to encourage you to speak to our advisors to ensure that you understand the investment, you understand the type of investment that you're getting into, and also you're able to benefit from every single product and part of the portfolio that we have here at UTC.
Fantastic. So as we get ready to wrap him, I just want to remind them again, can you go over the details in terms of the promotion itself and how long we have to apply for this promotion and who's eligible for this promotion as well?
So again, I don't want to say a 1 for 3, but you invest $100 and you're going to get a gifted $200 from UTC. This is phase 1 of the promotion. Our second phase will run somewhere between the end of May. We're going to kick off phase 2. So if you can run to the UTC investment centers, but also you can check us out online. It is any student who has written the 2025 SCA. And Rokas, who's a living example of the benefits of this account, it really is one of the best accounts in Trinidad and Tobago. There's a growth and income component of this. So it's a mix of bonds and also equities within the portfolio. So it allows you access to your money, but also it allows you leave it there and it will grow.
Hema, thank you so very much for joining us this morning, and please continue to do this great work that you're doing. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And again, congratulations to all of our SCA students. I want to say a special good morning to everyone in Sangre Grande. Yesterday, we opened our latest investment center. So good morning, Sangre Grande. And thank you again to the entire crew.
Not a problem. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Hema Ramkissoon, the head of marketing at the Unitrust Corporation, just sharing with us a little bit about the Children's Investment Starter Plan, or the CISP as we call it. And as I mentioned to her, Natasha, I had one when my mother opened one for me and encouraged me to actually open one for my godson. My daughter has one, my cousin has one. Like, we all kind of just opened the CISP plan because it actually helps in the long term. So you mightn't even know that money is there saving. And Hema mentioned putting like $500 a month. You don't even need to put that much if you can't afford. I think my mother used to send like $40 a month, but I mean, of course, finances were a little different back then. It was worth a little bit more back then. But she used to put them like $40 or $60 a month, and it added up over the years, because like if you start when a child is born or when they're 5 years old, for example, you have a lot of time to invest that money, to save that money, and watch it grow, because not just the money that you're putting in, but there's also interest that grows on it as well.
100%. And I like what you said there. You don't even remember, or perhaps you're not sure it's there, which is the best thing when it comes to godchildren. It have nothing there.
It have
Wait
nothing
until
there
they
for
turn
you.
18.
When you turn 18 and you become an adult, we will discuss finances, and the finances you now have access to that you can take and invest in something else and be able to say, or even invest it back into the same UTC, or maybe open a different account, as the case may be. So either way, head across to Unit Trust. You can give them a call at 625-UNIT. That's 625-8648, or you can email them at callcenter@ttutc.com or the website ttutc.com. Let's take a quick break and we come back with more in our morning show. Stay tuned.